Welcome to part 2 of the SLCC's orientation series for students in developmental education. In part 1, Getting Started, we looked at the basics of navigating the college's homepage, contacting your advisor, checking your class schedule and class location, securing textbooks, and visiting the Achievement Center and the library. Now in part 2, we will be exploring the Blackboard connection for your classes and learning about the online interactions and resources that are part of your developmental course. The first thing we will need to do is log into the Oasis Blackboard link. So we will start here on DSLCC's homepage and click on the Blackboard button. As you recall from part 1, we need to click on the Oasis login link and enter college username and password to log in. I'm going to do so now. We're now at the full information page that holds connections to several components of your college interaction. We're going to Blackboard for this session, and on this page as well, you have a lot more information than just your courses. Explore some of these aspects on your own to find out more about free software and special services, as well as purchases for computer needs and other system-wide announcements. For right now, we're going to take a close look at some common components in your developmental course that will help you navigate course information, plan for assignments, and post a journal discussion. Your Blackboard link opens up to the home page. You can see that this page holds several sections. Let's take a look at them. In the first section, just below the homepage title, you will see My Announcements, where your instructor will post course events and changes or other information you might need to know. It's a good idea to check this part of your homepage early every day. You have an announcement there now, so let's click on it to see the message. Okay, for this course, there is a welcome note as well as some directions for the week. The instructor has encouraged students to explore Blackboard and identify any questions that they may have, as well as post an introductory journal discussion before the end of the week. You can see that there are specifics expected in this discussion, so students will need to make sure they have answered that required information in their post. Let's go back to the home page. Below this section is My Tasks, and you will find reminders for course expectations your instructor has added for you here. Let's click on the title of the task and see what has to be done right now for this course. The instructor has added a short version of the assignment here to remind students of what they need to do and when, and has given this assignment a high priority status. Click OK to close this section, and then click on the Home Page button to go back to that page. Be aware that not all assignments may appear on the My Tasks section, but if your instructor places a reminder there, please use it. Now let's look at My Calendar. This interactive part of your course link is managed by your instructor. When we click on the event that's already listed there, Introductory Information Due Date, we can see that this reminder is set for Wednesday, 2 days before the final due date. The instructor is serious about students getting this assignment in on time. To return to the home page, we will need to click the back button at the top of our browser because there are no cookie crumbs at the top of this screen. Let's explore this calendar section a little bit more. On the right bottom corner of my calendar, you can see a small button that's entitled More Calendar Events. When we click on that button, we can see a month display with open boxes for each day. You could also choose to display this calendar by day, by week, or even by year. Or you can go to the Jump To section and put in a specific date. You can also see on this monthly calendar the instructor's reminder for October 17th. Keep in mind that some instructors may choose to use this section for assignments only, or for events only, or for both. Or they may not post events here, but instead rely on you to check your assignment pages and keep track of your due dates on your own. Back at the home page, there are two other sections you will want to keep an eye on, and those are the To-Do section and the Alerts section. Here you'll find notices of what might be past due and need immediate attention, what is due currently, and what may be due tomorrow or this coming week, or even in the future. Your alert section is just that. It's an alert for immediate actions that need to be made. So the home page is a gathering spot for course information. It's a good place to see how to plan your week and be aware of what's coming up for class. The next section we'll look at is the syllabus. As you can see, your instructor has added a folder here for you, so let's take a look. This document is very important as it tells you what your instructor expects through the semester and what is required to successfully complete your course. Read this document closely and carefully and be sure to ask questions if you're unsure about any part of it. Your instructor will be glad to answer those questions, and then that instructor will know that you understand the course progression. Okay, let's go to assignments. Here you see that your instructor has posted a folder labeled Week 1. When we click on that folder, it opens to Week 1 assignments and information. You can scroll down this page by using the bar on the right side of the screen and be able to see all the information of what is expected during this first week of class. Now let's look at journal discussions. And we're going to look at how to complete that first assignment. The focus of the journal is noted here for students in the description portion. When you have a journal assignment and are ready to post, you can click on the title of the journal, which will take you to the posting page. On this page, you can see that there are some journals that have been added. And if you are ready to connect your own, you can click Create Thread. And this will take you to a section where you can give a title to your posting as well as give your response. I'm going to add that for you now. Let me add a brief statement here to show you how this part works. Be aware that your instructor will expect much more than a sentence or two in your response. If you are typing your response and want to stop and finish it at a later time, you can select Save Draft and come back to it later. Blackboard will save the information for you. This option is a really good one to have, but keep in mind that your post will not be visible until you complete your work and then click on the Submit button. You can see that my post is appearing on the forum page, and other people can now see that forum and then read it. And they have also, Blackboard also gives me a notice at the top of the page to confirm that I've succeeded in posting my thread. If I want to go back to the main forum page, I can click on the cookie crumb at the top. Now I've completed my first assignment for this class, and that's a good feeling to know that not only have I completed it, but I've completed it ahead of time. This portion ends part 2 of the orientation series. In part 3, we will see how to send an email, how to check grades, and how to take part in a group assignment. I hope you've gained a good understanding of how to begin your Blackboard course information. If you have questions, please remember that you can call your course advisor, your class instructor, or contact the Achievement Center at any time. Thank you.